everyone, and in this video we're going to create a random number generator using HTML. So you're going to go to the link vscode.dev and then you're going to open your folder, whatever name it is. Mine here is video project. And then once you've opened it, you're going to click on new file. I'm going to write 002.html. I click on enter. The first thing I'm going to write here is doc type HTML. After that, I'm going to write HTML, and then I'm going to write the head tag. As you all know, it shows where to add the metadata, which is what we're going to add next. So we add meta, and then we're going to add the char set or the character set equals to UTF-8. Now, UTF-8 means Unicode, so when you say char set, you're basically just saying that you want to set the character set, which means like this, you say character set, but you can say char set, which means whatever is not Unicode type is not allowed. Only Unicode types can be allowed in here. So that's what meta char set of UTF-8 means. Then we're going to add our title, which is going to be called random number generator. After that, we're going to add styling. We're not going to do any styling yet, but first we're going to write input, and in our input, we want to add this here. We're going to say max width, which means a max of how far it can go, and you can't go higher than that, of 50px. So now, after 50px, we're going to go down to our HTML tag and write the body tag, which is the root. Then inside here, we're going to add the code. The first one we're going to add is a paragraph that says generate. So this is how many numbers we want to generate, how many random numbers we want to generate. We're going to add an emperor with a type equals to, and then this type is going to be called number because it's a number. Then ID equals to amount. And then we're going to say value of it is going to be equal to 100. So we're going to generate 100 on start and say random numbers. And after that, you're going to go down the P tag or the paragraph tag and add another one. Inside the second paragraph tag, what you're going to add is generate random numbers between, and then you say an input of, then you say the type equals to number again, the min, which is going to be called your ID of min, and then you're going to add a value equals, and then that value is going to be called 1. Then we add another input. So we're going to say type again equals number, ID equals max, and then what we're going to add is our value equals 100. And then we say random numbers. So generate random numbers between 1 and 100. Then the last paragraph tag we're going to add here, which is not our last piece of code we're adding, our last paragraph tag is going to be called format. And so this is how many columns we want it to be on before it breaks onto a new line, which is going to be another input tag again, where you say type equals to number, and then you're going to say ID equals to columns, and then you're going to say the value equals to 10. After you've added that, we're going to add a button, so that way we can send it. We're going to write the value inside the button, generate. And then after that, we're going to say on click, which means once we click it, it's going to do get random, which is get random numbers. Now after that, if you want to see how it looks like, you're going to go to your files folder or file explorer. Then you open your folder where you put the code and open the project. And then it should look like this. Right here. Now that you have that all here, I'm going to add columns here. once we have that all there, the next thing we're going to do is that we want to edit this first before we click generate, and then we're going to write the JavaScript code for this. Before we do that, let's add one more div or tag here, which is going to be called with the ID of, and then you say results. So this is how our results are going to come out. Now click end, and then we're going to add the script tag. Now our script tag is going to have first let, and then after that you're going to say let results equal to document the get element by ID. And the ID is going to be called, of course, results. And then after that, you're going to add the semicolon, and then you're going to write your function. You're going to say function, and then you're going to write the name of the function, get rnd num. Then add the bracket, and then you add this. Let's add this at the end of there. Then click on enter, and you're going to say let results, or let's say let amount, which is the amount of numbers you want to generate, equal to, you're going to say %, and the %, is going to be document get element by ID amount dot value. You guys add this. Now I'm going to copy this line and paste it 4 more times, and then we're going to edit it. The next one we're going to do is columns or columns. And then next thing we want to do here is change this to be columns. They're going to change this to min for minimum. You go to the beginning here and change the title. Then the next one is going to be called max, and go all the way down to max. Let's say add max again. Then we're just going to remove this in case we need one more, but not now. Now we're going to use the for loop like in Python. We're going to say for, and then this, and we say let I equal to 0, which means we're creating a variable called I and setting it to 0. Next what we're going to do is I less than amount. So if I is less than the amount we have, we're going to celebrate by a semicolon, which is what we're going to separate, and we say I plus plus, which means I added by 1. We add this brackets, and then let's add the semicolon again. Then the next thing that we're going to add here is we're going to say let's random number equal to match the floor. So say let's random num, which is random num equal to match the floor, and we're going to say match dot random, and then we add another bracket again. After that, what we're going to try again is we're going to say match the random times max minus min. So times max minus min, which we have here. And we're going to say plus 1. So now you can see how it's working. And after we have that, we're going to add the plus min again. This L here is going to be covered with a bracket, and you can say plus min. Now we're making sure it doesn't exceed the minimum or the maximum. The next thing we're going to add here is we're going to say output plus equal random number. So here we're going to say let's output, and then output is going to be equal to this. Then we're going to say output plus equal random num, which means we're going to add random numbers to the output, just like that. The next one we're going to say is if I is less than amount minus 1. So this here we're going to say if I is less than amount minus 1, then we're going to say that we want the output plus equal a comma and a space. So we're going to say output plus equal a comma and a string and a space, just like that. Then the next thing we're going to add here is that we're going to say if I plus 1 %columns. So here we're going to say if I plus 1 %columns or %cols, as you see, equals 0 or triple equals 0, and we're going to cover the I plus 1 to do it first, just like that. Then we want this to happen. We're going to say that output is going to be adding a break tag. So what we're going to say here is output plus equal, and then we see the string of break, just like that. Then we're going to add the semicolons again to these lines we just wrote. Then the next thing that we're also going to write again is out of the for loop, we're going to say document the get element by ID results, or we could just say results right here. So outside this for loop, I'm going to say document results dot inner HTML equals. Now let's check how it looks like. To see if it works well, let's make sure our function is here. Now let's generate. And you can see we've generated random numbers in 10 columns. If we say 2 columns, then this is how it's going to end up. Like this. We don't want 2 columns. Let's say 12. And I see it comes in 12 columns. A random number between 1 and 10. And then all the numbers is between 1 and 10. And then, let's say we just want to generate 20 numbers. And then we click generate, and you can see what it does for us. So we can say 10 here, and then it's equally separated like this. So yes, this is a random number generator using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Don't forget you can find more videos on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.